there.
All right, good morning, everyone. This is the women's semifinal game. We have Landon at R, Nick March at U1, and Greg, what's Greg's last name? Metzger at U2. This is a 4-on-5 game, guys, so it's going to take a lot of concentration, a lot of focus to try and keep this game under control. Landon, good toss. Now let's hustle into position, right? I know it's early, but we still need to get into our spots. All right, Landon, don't forget you're at center here. I don't know if you're asleep or what, but we need to get to that lane line extended. Greg, you always want to count with your outside hand. You don't want to count with your hand towards the players like this. You see me doing it at Landon, you don't want to do that. Nick, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Landon. You never want to count at the player. So if Giovanna right now is a player, I don't want to count at her. I want to count away from her. Landon, good rotation, good pickup. I'm going to be really nitpicky this game because you guys don't have much going on, so I'm literally going to get down and dirty with everything you guys do wrong, so don't take offense to it. There's just nothing else to really watch this game, so. So Landon, you should have taken 2 steps low to start with. You stepped high and then you realized she was out of position for that. Had you gone low to begin with on that center play, so see that open angle on that jump shooter, it would have put you in a much better position to referee the next play. So Greg, you look a little stiff when you're position adjusting. You got your hands straight down to your side and you're walking around like this, okay? You want to look a little bit more relaxed when you're actually adjusting positions.
I don't know if they can see.
So again, Greg, look just how stiff you look once you get in the position. You look like you're saluting somebody. Your hands are straight down your sides and your back's really straight. Relax your arms a little bit, chill out. You got an easy women's game here. So Landon, that would have been a great opportunity to follow the play to the basket. I know you're not in a super competitive game right now, but if you were in a really competitive game and you needed to referee the rebound action and you're the only one on that side, remember you're at center. So it helps when you walk in and follow that play to the basket so you're not making a decision on a play from further away. All right, Nick, I know you saw 30 in the paint, but either, you got to say something else besides get out of the paint, because remember, we talked about not coaching players. So you got to find a better phrase to use there. I would just say get out. That might be a good one. All right, so right from the get-go, we needed to watch number 5 here. That's 2 fouls she's had straight, and she's been just in the game. Landon, watch your feet. Anyway, so now we know the white 5's in the game. She's a little bit of a bull in a china shop. For example, she can't really control her body, especially on defense. So Greg, I'm not 100% sure on that out of bounds play. That looked like green ball to me, but I could be wrong. Maybe you saw something differently than I did. Now, Greg, I want you to take a look at that play and ask yourself, did you allow it to start, develop, and finish? I think you blew in the development stage of that play. because you blew before they even landed, and that girl landed just fine, white landed just fine. I mean, that's more of a game interrupter than allowing the game to have a little bit of a flow to it. And in a game where you only have 4 versus 5, you want as much flow as humanly possible. Alright, so we had a jump ball that was right in front of Nick, but Nick, you were the last one to kind of get in there and actually separate the players. Now, jump balls with girls are a lot different than jump balls with guys, okay? Girls don't like being pushed, they don't like being touched, they're very girly sometimes. So when you have jump balls, you need to get in there quick, because that's when you're going to have your elbows and things like that that are just going to come back and bite you. I just wanted a little bit more of a sense of urgency there. Alright guys, so I know there's a lot of lag in this game and it's really slow and it's in the morning and you have a 4 versus 5 game, but I'm going to tell you one thing. The difference between a great official, well, a good official and a great official is their ability to remain composed and still be professional and get the job done, even in games that are blowouts, even in games that are challenging, a lot like this. So in order to be successful, you have to show that you can still remain engaged, you can still remain professional, and you can still referee games like this. So keep hustling, keep working hard, and I'll have some more feedback momentarily. All right, let's get this show on the road. We only have minute timeouts, so I don't know, we need to be getting close or something. Also, if we're all gonna stand in our specific places for a timeout, if it's a minute timeout, we need to stand on the block, not on the top of the key like we're doing right now, Nick. A 30-second timeout, you stand at the top of the key. Full timeout, you stand at the block. Good call. We didn't have legal defenders. That's an obvious one. Good get. Nick, I have no clue what the purpose of that rotation was, because you have the ball on the strong side, settled on the strong side that you're on, and then you go and rotate. Now, I could maybe see it if you told me there were more players on one side, but there was no competitive matchups or anything like that. I don't understand that one. Also, 5 is ridiculous. White 5, I don't really know what she's trying to seal there. I don't know what her purpose is as a player, but she's not doing too hot. I'd keep my eyes on her for the rest of the game. So to give you guys a little bit of help here, look at what the green is doing as a defense. Okay, they're literally running a 4-person zone in the middle of the key. So that means the offense has to pass the ball around in order to try to get an open shot. And Jared, I would take 2 looks at that travel, and then I would take 2 more looks because I don't think it was one. But anyway, look at what the green's setting up. They're in a zone, so that means that for the most part, White has to swing the ball around, okay? So unless the ball gets dropped down into the far side of the 3-point lane, we don't really need to have quite as many rotations because first of all, we don't have post play, minus maybe 14 right now. So kind of save yourselves a little bit on the rotations. And Greg, you're moving in and out. You don't really have to start going down to close down until the ball gets taken into the 3rd lane from you. Remember that. Because you're doing a lot of movement and it has no purpose. So you're just kind of moving to move. You're literally just going like this, and then you're stepping out, and then you're going like this, and then you're stepping out. So you literally want to have a purpose to all of your movements. You step out, you should be about right here. You can see everything, right? Now she's over there, then I'll go over here, right here, right? I got this. That's a bit of a push. I would call that a foul, but you get my point. Landon, chop in that clock. You just need to get in the habit of chopping in the clock no matter where you are. I know it's intramurals and I know the clock's running, but you need to get in the habit. I don't know if I'm crazy, and I caught the tail end of that play, but that didn't look like a travel to me either. Granted, like I said, I caught the tail end of it, so I could be entirely wrong right now. But we've had a couple travels on green that I'm not sure are entirely there. Just because it's ugly doesn't always mean it's a violation. So let's take a look at that one on tape again. And the alley-oop pass was missed. Good Lord, I thought that was a shot. Holy moly. Now, Landon, that was yours 1,000%. That play is right in front of you. So, under no circumstances should Greg take it. That's just fundamentals right there, okay? Work the system. The system's there and it's in place for a reason. Right, you could have just stepped up, green 30, push, going down, and stayed right there. All right, Nick, I've caught you twice now being really late on rotations. So what I mean by late on rotations, you're literally getting over there as the shot is just being released. Okay, so you gotta have a little bit more hustle and maybe a little bit more purposeful movement getting across the lane. We got a minute to go. The score is 24-12. Green's actually scoring, so that's kind of cool. Landon, really good movement from slot to slot. I like that. It's purposeful. Now, I don't like that, but it's purposeful, and you look athletic when you do so. I like it.